Claude Code now has access to your entire Google Workspace, including Gmail, Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, Drive, Google Calendar, and all of the above. And this is going to absolutely change the game for the millions of people that use Google Workspace for their work, personal life, and have been using it for years. I'm going to cover some simple prompts and use cases you guys could use to start getting some value out of this new connection because it's game changing. All right, we're going to connect your Claude Code to your entire Google Workspace. One tool, no Zapier, make.com, NAN, and no APIs either. So you can access all of these tools that I know you're already using within Claude Code. And to do that, we are going to head to GitHub. I'm going to give you guys this link in the description. Also, a free download guide in the description if you want to follow along. We're going to install this. And if you go and you could see all of the things that we're downloading within the skills, there's pre-built skills that we could use to already reference. For example, let's go down here. I was using this one earlier. We have a Gmail triage. This basically allows you to say, hey, summarize the emails I got today in Gmail. And it's going to go ahead and do that for you. It's going to allow you to create a calendar. It's going to allow you to schedule meetings. It's going to allow you to do all of these things. And these are pre-built. So we're going to be installing these first, and then we're going to go into how to use them, the use cases, how to get value out of this instantly. All right, we're going to go through the step-by-step walkthrough right now, and then we're going to go into 5 live demos. Also, if you guys want to follow along, I have a completely free guide on exactly how you guys could follow along step by step. Depending on where you are with your Claude Code setup, some of these things will vary. So I will mention, like I have in the setup guide, have VS Code and your terminal up on different screens if possible. So if something goes wrong in this installation guide I'm about to walk you guys through, you could reference another Claude chat or AI model to help you troubleshoot, because this is not going to cover every single use case, but this is just how I installed it today. All right, guys, so I have my setup. Like I mentioned, I have the actual terminal open right here to run all of the installation. And then I have VS Code, which is just running Claude Code on the side. So if something goes wrong on this screen and I just don't know what's going on, I could screenshot it and I could give it to Claude Code and VS Code and say, hey, I just don't know what's happening here. Help me out. And it'll help you troubleshoot this. This will take like 10 to 15 minutes every time. And then you could get into the really awesome stuff that you could actually run with this integration. So what I recommend you do is just copy the GitHub link, to be honest, then go to your VS Code chat and say, help me install this, please, and give it to that there. I did run into some issues myself, so that's why in the guide that you guys all have access to, this is the first command I would like you guys to run. You just copy this, you go over to your terminal, and then you just enter that here. You hit enter. It's going to ask you for your password, and it's going to walk you through step by step what to do. This is what got me there because the GitHub link wasn't working for me. But if this works and you already have stuff to go, it's like I already have a lot of this downloaded, it will just do it for you directly with the GitHub link. If you're not as lucky and you need some other setups going on, then you would head over to the terminal and then you would follow this step-by-step guide a little bit closer. Like for me, you could see step number 2, I had to install something called Homebrew, which honestly is above my technical capabilities. I'm not here to tell you I'm the super technical guy. I'm here to show you that you don't have to be technical to download and run things like this. All right, so this is your step-by-step setup guide, and I would start with the GitHub link, which will be down in the description and in this guide right here. Give that to VS Code, see what it can do with it. If it runs into problems, so see, this is exactly what it did for me earlier. It said, I can't do this here. Take this and put it into the Mac terminal or wherever you're running your things, and then run these other commands. So go ahead and just use this guide and start there. And it's going to run you through the entire thing. You're going to start with that first line. It's going to ask for your password, and it's going to go ahead and do everything step by step. If you have questions, simply screenshot it from here. So what I do is I screenshot here. I copy the screenshot, copy the image, say, hey, I'm having some issues with this on screen. Please walk me through this. Hit enter. It will tell you what to do. You go back to terminal, go back and forth. 10 minutes, you'll have this set up. And now we can get to the cool use cases. If you have any other trouble, drop it down below in the comments and I'll help you troubleshoot. And one more thing I do want to mention is in the setup process, when you guys follow along, you're going to get to basically set up. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, and number 4. This is where you're going to actually get access to the certain parts of the Google Workspace or the Google ecosystem that you need. Obviously, there's a bunch of things that you can grab. The ones that I recommend are Google Drive, Sheets, Gmail, Calendar, Docs, Slides. And then I also want to do Google Meet because I do my meetings through Google Meet. So those are the ones I recommend. And you'll know that this works because you don't need an API key or anything like that. So you do need to set up some authorization within Google Console, but it's going to walk you through how to do that. This is what you'll see. You'll see Claude Code will now have access to these different softwares. Make sure you trust Claude Code, hit yes. This means you're locked in, you're good to go. So you will see this setup screen and then this confirmation screen in your browser on like Google Chrome when everything is set up correctly. Now let's get to the use cases. All right, so I opened up a Claude Code just to test that this is working. This is after you've installed everything. Just to see if it's working, I'm gonna say, can you please bring up the last 5 emails that I got from Gumroad? And it should in natural English pick up just what you want to do. So it's going to talk to what we just installed, which has Gmail access, read and write access, I believe. Definitely read. It's going to see it. It's going to bring it back here and it's going to say, hey, these are the 5 last emails you got from Gumroad. All right. Hit yes. You can see it's speaking here. It's going to talk to what we just installed and it's going to get us back what I asked for. And this will just give you a test of if it's working or not, and you can move to more advanced things. Specifically, number 2 thing I'm about to show you right now is something I recommend you do and add to your Claude.md file. I just want to test if it's working first. All right, and there you have it. These are the 4 last emails that I got from Gumroad. Gumroad is a place that I have my lead magnets and all my free resources. The same free resource I'll be giving you down below is a Gumroad link. So this helped me just see like, all right, how many people are downloading my Gumroad links, who likes it, who doesn't like it, and I actually delete a lot of these. So that's why the first one is the email confirmation, setting up a payment information and order receipt. And then this guy tipped me 75 cents. Hey, I appreciate it. It takes me a while to put those together. So that is it pulling directly from my Gmail, which is pretty cool. All right. And I honestly did not know it could do this, but I just said like, hey, can you just look at my deleted email as well to see how many downloads I'm getting? And it said, yes, I can. There's 201 deleted Gumroad emails. So I do get a lot of them. That's why I delete them. And then these are the snippets from the last 10 or the last 5, I should say. So yeah, that's pretty cool. These are the people that are downloading the lead magnets. I can see who's downloading what, who likes what, etc. So pretty cool. I didn't even know, but it has access to your deleted emails as well, which again, just shows how powerful things are. Like say you bulk delete a bunch of your emails. You're like, oh man, I shouldn't have deleted that one. You could then go search through Claude Code, say, hey, look for this email. I did not mean to delete it. Boom, you can find it there. If you're saying, well, Shaz, I could do that in Gmail, I understand, but this is now a centralized hub for everything: Google Drive, email, Docs, etc. So if you need to find client information across your Gmail, your Docs, your Drive, you can centralize it all with one single prompt from Claude Code. All right, the next thing I want to show you really quickly is a little hack, and that Claude Code actually told me to do this based on me asking it how could I best use this new integration. It said this. It said, paste this in and say, I want to add this to my Claude.md file just to make sure that you have access to knowing that you can use this to help me with my tasks. So I'm just going to enter this in here. And all we're doing is essentially giving Claude Code in the Claude.md file, which is like the brain of anything that you're working in. We're giving it access to saying, hey, we just installed this new integration. You have this new integration. Feel free to use it to accomplish any goals we need. Now, I already have this in my Claude.md, but if you don't have this in your Claude.md, which is again is the brain of the whole system that you're working on, it might not know this, right? And it might slip through the cracks. So if you wanted to something in Gmail and you can't get it to work for some reason, that might be the reason. So you have to give it context that even has these tools and has these integrations to work with. This will take 5 seconds. Highly recommend you do it. Just say, hey, add this to my Claude.md so you can help me help you in the future, essentially. This next one's insanely powerful for my business owners out there. How many people just ghost you on responses? You send a proposal, send a contract, send over an agreement, and they just don't respond to you. This will help you solve that. I'm going to say, go look through my Gmail, look for the people in the last 60 days or 90 days or 120 days, return all of their information, and they didn't respond. So they could look in the actual Gmail thread, and you could see when you're the last sent email and no one responded to you. So you could just do this. You can empower your team to do this. And now you can see everyone who just left you on red. This is potentially recovering tens of thousands of dollars for your business because follow-ups are hard. So I'm going to go the last 90 days. I'm going to run this. So you give me back a list of the people that didn't respond to me. So now I can follow up with them and maybe they can work with us. And by the way, if you want to use this to supercharge your marketing, all my free resources are down below and a free call with me. I'm going to be spamming videos about this in marketing because it's already made me money. So stick around for those videos and subscribe if you want more videos just like this. All right. And while that's going, I'm going to test the capabilities of Google Calendar. This is almost like having a personal assistant. So I'm going to say, hey, tomorrow at 8 p.m., I want to film 2 more YouTube videos. Can you just schedule that in for me on my Google Calendar? I haven't tested this one out, but let's see. In theory, it should be able to do this because that is the new integration we set up. And this is almost like a personal assistant again. All right, and how cool is this? It did it for me. So it said, I just created an event called Film 2 YouTube Videos for tomorrow, March 11th at 8 p.m., blocked off for 2 hours in the place I live in a local time. View and calendar, and it's going to take me right there. So 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., film 2 YouTube videos. So this is something that you could use as almost a personal assistant. I actually have a video coming out of how I connected my Telegram to Claude Code. So now if I'm on the run, I could say, change my schedule, do this, do that, look at my emails, etc. It's literally like Jarvis or a personal assistant. So that's a cool use case. It's a quick win for a lot of you guys. The next one I'm going to do is Google Docs. We've done Calendar. We have done Gmail. Google Docs is like my favorite thing in the world. I use it all the time. Everything is synced there. And then Google Drive as an extension is amazing. I'm going to say something like this. Help me create a one-pager in Google Docs that has just all of my social media. I want to send this out to a brand that I might be interested in working with. I just want them to see all of my links, my estimated following, things of that nature. Make it as up-to-date as you can in terms of the actual numbers. And again, it's going to talk to Google Docs, and it's actually going to create it for you, hyperlink it here, then you could click on it and you can make edits. So no back and forth, copy and pasting, screenshotting back and forth. It's going to do it all right here. And this is going to be different for you if you guys have a prompt like this, because I have a lot of my content strategy, my brand deal documents, they're already in my Claude Code setup. If you haven't watched my video on setting up your Claude Code to be most useful for you, especially for marketers, watch that video on my channel, but it's going to reference these predefined markdown files that I already have about my company. So it's going to be highly accurate and it's just going to create the Google Doc. All right. While the Google Doc is finishing up being created, this one is done. All right. So I went through my Gmail and it gave me about 10 people that did not follow up to me. All right. Subject line right here. And then when I last sent the message, so you can see all these people never responded to me. And there's tens of thousands of dollars of opportunity in here for sure. Just looking at these names, which I'm going to blur out for you guys. This is what I have to do. I have to follow up with these people instantly. And these just slip through the crack. We're all busy. Things happen. So this has just gone through and in about 5 minutes pulled all of these people that I need to follow up with ASAP. So that's just another use case. And you could literally run this today for the past 4 or 5 years, or however long you've had your Google Workspace and had your Gmail. You probably have tens of thousands of emails in there, and it could look at all of them. It just might take a second, but it could look at all of them and give you the output you desire. And there you go. The Google Doc is ready. This is my first time even clicking on it. Let's click on that. So let's open it up. All right, there we go. Shaz Matthew. Boom. A content founder, Attract AI, what I cover, my reach. It's a little outdated. That's right. I'm at like 8,000 followers here, or 7,000. All right, so this is pretty good. Audience. This is completely created by AI. And like the doc is so important. If you guys ever created Google Docs before using any AI, it's HTML, it's ugly, you have to copy, you have to paste it. It's honestly the worst thing. The formatting's all messed up. This is beautiful. It's gonna save me actually so much time when doing this. Just some things I would have to actually change up is like, for example, this, right? It didn't get that formatting correctly, but how hard is it for me to just do this really quickly? Not bad at all. All right, so we just did calendar, we just did docs, we just did Gmail, which you can see right here. We can now use Claude Code to automate everything in the Google Workspace as much as you possibly can. So make sure you subscribe for more videos just like this. I'm gonna be diving into this deep and finding really niche use cases on how you could use this new integration between Claude Code and accessing your Google ecosystem, and how you could specifically use it to grow your business, get more leads, schedule everything out, manage your team properly, look at past lead reactivation, all of these different things. Everyone uses the Google ecosystem. So now that Claude Code has access to that Google ecosystem, it's literally going to change everything. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be dropping more videos in the following days of a really niche use cases, specifically on how you could use this technology to grow your business, follow up with people, follow up with leads, get more opportunity, all of these different things, because again, there's so much stuff we could do here and I'm super excited to break it down. So if you like this video, make sure you download the free resource doc down below and install everything. If questions come up, please do comment and I'll do my best to help you out. Otherwise, watch this video next and subscribe for more videos just like this. I will see you in the next one.